Howdy! Welcome to Aspire Mountain Academy. I'm Professor Curtis, your instructor for this course in Introductory Statistics. In less than 10 minutes, this video provides additional practice using linear regression analysis to solve a problem involving predictions. Let's get started. So let's look for a moment at the prices of diamonds. Here we have a data set, 6 data points in our data set, and we're comparing the weight of the diamond with the price of the diamond. So the weight is in carats, price is in dollars, and that's US dollars, by the way. So we're not doing Canadian dollars or Belizean dollars or any other kind of dollar. We're looking at US dollars here. So we asked 4 questions about this data set. First, what does a scatter plot of the data look like? 2, what is the best estimate for the price of a diamond weighing 1.5 carats? 3, is the result close to the actual price of $16,097? And 4, what is wrong with predicting the price of a 1.5 carat diamond? We take these questions one at a time. Before we get going, if you'd like to follow along, and I recommend that you do, this data set is in our class group in StatCrunch, so go ahead and get that data out, put it in StatCrunch, and so you can follow along with us as we go through this problem. So the first question is, what does a scatter plot of the data look like? Well, you've got the data there. You get into StatCrunch, put the data there, make your scatter plot, and make your selection from your answer choices here. So go ahead, pause the video, go get that done, then come back. We'll see how well you did. Okay, so inside StatCrunch, you're going to go to Stat, Regression, Simple Linear, once you have your data firmly placed in there. And then, once you do that, just tell your StatCrunch where the data is located, press Compute, and you're going to get a regression analysis window. But remember, there's 2 pages to it, because the second page is the scatter plot. So you want that second page, so go to the bottom and click on that arrow pointing to the right, and you're going to find that the result answer is D. So this is a scatter plot of our data. Remember, if you have trouble getting a match there between what StatCrunch produces and what your answer options are, you can always change what you see in StatCrunch by dragging and adjusting the plot area, just by dragging the edge. Or you can use that menu option there at the bottom with the 3 bars. Click on that and change the axis values that you need to find a proper match. The second question we were asked was, what is the best estimate for the price of a diamond weighing 1.5 carats? Well, first we need to see if the model we can make is good enough for predictions. So go back to your regression analysis there on the first page of your results, and you can find your R value right up here at the top, the linear regression correlation coefficient. Now we're going to compare that with the critical R value. So we've got 6 pairs of data in our sample, so our sample size is 6, and if we're testing at the 5% significance level, that gives us a critical R value of 0.811. So our R value from our data, 0.967, is going to clear that bar. And that means we can conclude that yes, we do have linear correlation, so it's okay to use this line for regression and making predictions. So to make the prediction, we're actually going to go back into the options menu and go down. We can also get the p-value. Notice the p-values here are the same. I've been telling you to get the p-value from the parameter estimates table, and that's fine as long as your regression equation has only one variable in it. But when we get to multiple linear regression, you're going to have multiple variables in your regression equation, 2, 3, 4, maybe more. And at that point, those 2 numbers you see there are going to be different. And at that point, I'm going to tell you, take the p-value from your ANOVA table. For right now, I'm asking you to take it from the parameter estimates table, because the true test statistic is right next door to it. But when we get to multiple linear regression, all that's going to change. Either way, the p-value is going to be less than our significance level, so it too says we can use the model to make predictions. So now we know we can use the model. Let StatCrunch do the heavy lifting for you. So go back into your options window, go down to this prediction area, put in 1.5 for the x, and then go down and hit compute. And then your prediction is going to come off right off the results window. Notice there's a new prediction values table below the ANOVA table. And so this value right here is your new prediction, $8,758.55. That's the predicted value. Is this result close to the actual price of $16,097? Well, what say you? Actually, no, it's nowhere near. In fact, it's about half of what the actual price is. So, severely, insufficient model. But again, you've only got 6 data points, so you're not going to expect a high degree of accuracy with only 6 data points. So, no, we're not close to the actual price. What's wrong with predicting a price of a 1.5 carat diamond? Remember, this predicted value that we had for y comes from the predicted, using 1.5 for our x value, for our predictor variable. So, what's wrong with it? Well, obviously, it's nowhere near the actual price. What good is a prediction if you don't get at least reasonably close to the actual value? Not a very good prediction. So it's not a very good model. So even though we have strong evidence for linear correlation, and that we can use the model, to make predictions, that doesn't mean that the model is going to give you an accurate prediction. It just means it's going to give you a better prediction than you would find otherwise. So, never take these regression equations and just run with them. You always want to kind of check them out a little bit and make sure you understand what you're taking when you actually take something. And that brings us to the end of this mini lecture. I hope you found it helpful. You can find more mini lectures for this and other courses at AspireMountainAcademy.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.